Among farmers in India, anger is growing. Took to the streets, denouncing 3 new laws they say expose them to exploitation by private buyers of their produce and by big business.
The ordinance allows intrastate and interstate trade of farmers' produce outside, firstly, the physical premises of market yards run by market committees formed under the state APMC Acts, and secondly, other markets notified under the state APMC Acts. Such trade can be conducted in an outside trade area. That is any place of production, collection, and aggregation of farmers' produce, including, firstly, farm gates, secondly, factory premises, thirdly, warehouses, fourthly, silos, and lastly, cold storages.
The ordinance permits the electronic trading of scheduled farmers' produce in the specified trade area. An electronic trading and transaction platform may be set up to facilitate the direct and online buying and selling of such produce through electronic devices and the internet. The following entities may establish and operate such platforms: companies, partnership firms, registered societies, permanent account number holders under the Income Tax Act of 1961 or any other document notified by the central government, and also a farmer producer organization or agricultural cooperative society. The ordinance prohibits state governments from levying any market fee, cess or levy on farmers, traders and electronic trading platforms for trade of farmers' produce conducted in an outside trade area.
What are the benefits of this act? This act empowers farmers to freely sell their produce from farm gates directly to buyers, exporters, producers and retailers who are offering better prices as alternatives to the APMC markets without paying any market fee in the trade area. It will also help reduce the transportation cost of farmers' produce from the farm gate to the mandis. It will also help in reducing post-harvest losses. The farmers can now store their produce in the warehouse after harvest and sell it directly from such warehouses at appropriate times at suitable prices without bringing the produce to the APMC markets for selling. When the existing mandi system was working properly for years, then what was the need of this new law to eliminate it? The news of abolishing the mandi system is being spread as an illusion. The mandi system will continue to function and farmers can sell their produce inside the mandi. Through reforms, trade channels have been facilitated as an additional channel for farmers to sell farmers' produce so that farmers can get better prices for their produce. Is Farmers' Produce Trade and Commerce, the Promotion of and Facilitation Act of 2020, constitutionally valid? Yes, trade and commerce falls under entry 33 of the concurrent list of the 7th schedule of the Constitution of India. So the act is constitutionally valid. The central government is fully empowered to legislate to promote trade in farmers' produce. No market fee or cess will be leviable in trade areas to promote barrier-free intra-state and interstate trade. The APMC mandis will continue to function within their physical boundaries under respective state APMC Act and can continue to levy market fee and cess under their act.
Is there any provision that all purchases should be made at and not below the minimum support price? Will this law not lead to a monopoly of big traders in the agriculture marketing system? Through this law, many options will be opened up for the farmers and the marketing system will become more competitive so that farmers have more and better prices for their produce. Apart from this, there is no question of any merchant having a monopoly due to the increasing number of buyers. Will minimum support price be scrapped now? The present government, implementing the report of the Swaminathan Committee, not only increased the MSP by 1.5 times in the favor of the farmers, but also created an elaborate arrangement for the purchase of farmers' produce on the MSP. This new law has nothing to do with the MSP procurement and will go on without interruption. The marketing ecosystem created by the Farmers' Produce Trade and Commerce Act of 2020 will be capable of providing market-driven competitive prices even better than the minimum support price. Since it will help farmers to sell their produce at competitive prices from their gate and neighboring warehouses, they will save cost of transportation.
Corporate companies are not included in the definition of farmer in this act. Only farmer producers organization, which are registered under any law, are included under the definition of farmer apart from the individual farmers. Mandis can increase the arrivals of agricultural produce by rationalizing mandi fees, commission charges, etc., and improving facilities and attract farmers and traders for buying and selling. There is a strong potential for growth, seeing the gaps in agricultural production and productivity in the country. Therefore, there may not be a reduction in the income in the form of market fees. Thus, there is no question of ending the financial source of the rural structure dependent on the mandi system. On the other hand, government is increasing investment in rural infrastructure from other schemes. Small and marginal farmers do not often find it economically beneficial to take their small produce to distantly located APMC mandis for selling. Under this system, different types of buyers and traders will compete with each other to buy farmers' produce from farm gate and local warehouses, etc., from farmers at remunerative prices. The small and marginal farmers will not have to worry about carrying their produce to distant markets to sell their produce. They will have freedom of choices to sell their produce either in APMCs or trade area or MSP.